My today's presentation is about one of greatest leaders of the world, Nelson Mandela, whose story is a tale of anger and sorrow, love and joy, grace and elegance. Nelson Mandela. It is a presentation on the life and times of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela's life history. Nelson Mandela was born in a village near Umata on the 18th July 1918. His family lived in Konu, a village with no roads. He attended missionary school, then enrolled at the University of Fort Hare in Alice, Eastern Cape. At the height of Second World War, a small group of young Africans, members of the African National Congress, band together under the leadership of Anton Lembede. Among them was Nelson Mandela. It started out with 60 members. Then, in 1944, September, they came together to found the African National Congress Youth League. After African National Congress was banned in 1960, Nelson Mandela argued for the setting up of a military wing within the ANC. In 1963, when many fellow leaders of the ANC and the Umkhonto were arrested, Mandela was brought to stand trial with them for plotting to overthrow the government by violence. His statement from the dock received considerable international publicity. On June 12, 1964, 8 of the accused, including Mandela, were sentenced to life imprisonment. During his years in prison, Mandela's reputation grew steadily. He was widely accepted as the most significant black leader in South Africa and became a potent symbol of resistance as the anti-apartheid movement gathered strength. He consistently refused to compromise his political position to obtain his freedom. He was released on February 11, 1990, after 27 years. In 1991, at the first national conference of the ANC held inside South Africa after the organization had been banned in 1960, Mandela was elected as president of the ANC, while his lifelong friend and colleague Oliver Tambo became the organization's national chairperson. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. On 10th May 1994, he was inaugurated as South Africa's first democratically elected president. True to his promise, Mandela stepped down in 1999 after one term as president. He died at his home in Johannesburg on 5 December 2013. An era ends here. Here are some learnings from Nelson Mandela's life. Number 1. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is inspiring others to move beyond it. Mandela said, "I can't pretend that I am brave and that I can beat the whole world. But as a leader, you cannot let people know. You must put up a front." Number 2, lead from the front, but don't leave your base behind. He said, "You take your sport base along with you. Once you arrive at the beachhead, then you allow the people to move on." Number 3, lead from the back and let others believe they are in the front. The trick of leadership is allowing yourself to be led too. It is wise to persuade people to do things and make them think it was their own idea. Number 4, know your enemy and learn about his favorite sport. It means it was his strategy in two senses. By speaking his opponent's language, he might understand their strengths and weaknesses and formulate tactics accordingly. Number 4 is keep your friends close and your rivals even closer. After all, he used to say, people act in their own interest. Mandela recognized that the way to deal with those he didn't trust was to neutralize them with charm. Number 6 is appearance matters and remember to smile. After he emerged from prison, people would say over and over, "It is amazing that he is not bitter." There are 1,000 things Nelson Mandela was bitter about, but he knew that more than anything else, he had to project the exact opposite emotion. He always said, "Forget the past." Number 7, quitting is leading to knowing how to abandon a failed idea, task, or relationship is often the most difficult kind of decision a leader has to make. In many ways, Mandela's greatest legacy as President of South Africa is the way he chose to live it. When he was elected in 1994, Mandela probably could have pressed to be president for life. Mandela's leadership styles and principles are charismatic, transformational, and inspirational. His principles are he anticipated, he challenged, he interpreted, he decided, he aligned, and he learned. Here are some lessons to learn from Mandela to be a leader. Leaders inspire with action. Leaders motivate others with your words and actions. Give them courage, inspire them to learn more, instill in them a sense of possibility. Every action that you take will lead to a learning opportunity and will encourage moving forward movement in others. Teach others by example. If you do it, they will follow. Be better, not bitter. He was put in jail for 27 years only because he was fighting for fairness and equality. Even while jailed, he continued to be a leader and the symbol of struggle for South Africans. After his release from jail, he became a stronger leader. He was not bitter or ready for revenge. He found common ground, embarrassing those who were once against him and helping the country to bridge the impossible gap. Fail to plan, plan to fail. People fail to accomplish their goals many times because of this simple premise. Planning and organizing ahead of time is key to the success of any task, whether in your personal or business life. Organize your ideas, write out a plan with actionable steps to take and deadlines, and set out your goals. Work with the willing. Most of us have gotten caught up at least once in the emotional roller coaster that is wanting to work with or help someone who has the talent, the potential, or the need, even if that person is unwilling or incapable. Move on from those that don't want to do or be where you want them to do or be, and don't carry their burden. Let them go through their journey and spend your time and energy looking for like-minded people who you can partner with. Communicate. Communication is the simple act of getting a message across clearly and unequivocally to others. This sounds simple in theory, but communication is one of the hardest things to do because there are so many things that can get in the way and cause confusion. Nelson Mandela is a master communicator, which is one of the top traits of a great leader. Become a people's person. Nelson Mandela is an incredibly dynamic person who was able to motivate an entire country to work together and move past a very difficult time in their history for the benefit of all. Instead, he was willing to build relationships on all sides in order to accomplish his goal of a united and successful South Africa. Develop strong character. In leadership, character is more important than strategy. Nelson Mandela and his followers knew that they were doing the right thing, even it was dangerous and could have cost them their freedom or even their lives. But they had strong convictions and a strong sense of character and got a lot of respect from followers because of it. Mandela was an inspirer. Forgive and forget. Although in prison in 27 years by white South African government, he never targeted white people. While staff were packing their stuff, he held a staff meeting immediately and addressed, "What past is past. Now we need your help. Build a team for the future." Mandela stunned both his supporters and doubters by building a staff of both blacks and whites. This extended to his personal security detail, which ended up including white agents who had deployed against ANC. Mandela wanted a unified country, and he wanted his team to reflect the goal. Have a compassion towards your co-workers. Mandela has a strong compassion towards his subordinates. He tries to remember each staff's name, even the name of a tea lady. He also asks about their family well-being. Back up your priorities with audacious goals. Mandela had two immediate priorities as president: reconciliation between blacks and whites, goal of winning the World Cup; building the economic base for the country, traveled around the globe to encourage other countries to invest in South Africa. Here are some honors received by Nelson Mandela. Many countries awarded honorary citizenship, freedom of cities, civic honors to him. Many streets, boulevards, avenues, parks, bridges named after him. Postal stamps, scholarships, foundation, and awards given to him. More than 70 international honorary degrees from universities given to him. Sculptures, artworks, statues, and monuments were made. More than 70 books published internationally on his life. Here are some pictures from his life event. He said, "We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference." From prisoner to president. So it was all about Nelson Mandela's life. I hope you like it. Please subscribe and like my channel for more videos.